Hi everyone, Roxanne again with Posture Fitness. I'm an Egoscue affiliate and I want to do 8 exercises today having to do with the shoulder. People have so many complaints about that and there's all different kinds of issues with shoulders, so let's get started. The first one is my absolute favorite exercise in Egoscue, ecstatic extension position. And you start in that familiar cat-dog position with your hands right underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. And then you're going to just take your knees out about 4 inches, drop your head, stick your butt up, drop your gut. I always tell people, pretend that you just had the biggest Thanksgiving meal of your life and drop it down there. Once you get into position, then you notice if anything's cranky. So if your low back is cranky, something like that, you just move ever so slowly until you feel nothing. When you're in this position, you should feel absolutely nothing. It's absolutely creating extension into your back. Now, some of you are going to say, well, I do have shoulder problems and it hurts to be on my hands. You can come down on your elbows, making sure your arms are parallel to each other. No triangles in Egoscue. We don't do triangles. Posture, position, we want everything in right angles. I might scoot back just a little bit when I'm in static extension on my elbows. Once again, just checking in with my own body. Very good. And then I'm just going to hang. And I'm going to time myself for 1 or 2 minutes. Absolutely delicious. This is going to open up the entire spinal column. Static extension, position on elbows or hands. The next one, sometimes called bird dog, and Egoscue we call it hand leg opposite lifts. All right, so it's a little too detailing. Remember, when you're doing this, everything counts. So when you bring your arm up and your knee, everything is straight and perfect. You come back down, the other side, and perfect. You're doing 10 of these. And notice how I'm just doing them very methodically. There's no rush. There's no panic. There's no hurry. In fact, you can choose to hold each one of these positions for up to a count of 10. And remember, when you're doing this, you're really thinking about your form, pulling your stomach in, tightening your hamstrings, your glutes, your quads. Last one. Think about this. We're correcting your shoulders. Isn't this different? Posture is so different because I'm not really going to give you a shoulder exercise. The next one is counter stretch at the wall. You're lining your feet up again in your perfect posture position with your feet about 4 to 5 inches apart. Your hands come up high. Let me step closer here. They're up high. Stick your butt up. So your hips are right over your ankles. Relax those knees. This is kind of weird about this exercise. You want to relax your knees, but tighten your thighs. And lean toward the metatarsals or the toes, so you're not back in your heels. And you're here for a minute. Let me look at my timer. A little bit longer. Again, you can stop the video anytime you want and just finish up the timing on your own time. I love that exercise. It's a great hip exercise. And again, creating extension in your back. The next one, lining your feet up, always in that posture place. Arm circles. Fold your fingertips in. Stick your thumbs out. If it's possible, you want that flat hand so that you're really triggering the entire nervous system in your body. Pull your shoulder blades back and down. Make sure your arms are even. So if one arm is down here, guess what you got to do? Bring this one down. Yeah. So it's not like, oh, I got to fight to get this one up. Bring the other one down. Create that balance. And don't have any pain in your body. Pull the shoulder blades together. We're going to circle forward 40 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And while you're doing this, go ahead and let your body rock if it wants to. This is a heck of a lot more than about the shoulders. It's the communication of the shoulders to the body, to the pelvis, to the bottom of your body. So here we go. And 40 back. Turn your hands up. Let those shoulder blades get involved. Yeah. Let them move. So it's not the shoulder joint that's moving. It's the blades in your back that are creating this momentum and this movement and allowing your scapula and your pelvis to have a conversation with each other. Isn't that great? All right, next one, our favorite, cat dogs. All about the shoulders, and when it's all about the shoulders, it's about making room for them to change their position. Here we go. Curling up in the pelvis, up into your thoracic chest, and then pulling those shoulder blades together to allow your head and tailbone to come up. Exhale here, inhale. We're going to do 10 because it feels so good. And when you do this, sometimes your low back can be a little cranky, so just be nice with it. Don't stick that tailbone up as high. If your neck is cranky, don't bring your head up as high. The whole focus is in the middle of the back, the spinal column moving. I think I'm at 8. I'm more of an intuitive counter than, specific, so. And what the heck, if you do one more, you do one more, right? So in the Egoscue method, we are concerned about the position of the joint. So when your shoulder is rolled forward, it really doesn't have any place to move. I mean, you can try to force it back and it might hold for 2 seconds, but you want to create this movement in the middle of your back that allows it room to change. The next exercise, sitting floor twist. You're familiar with this. I'm sitting with my legs straight out. My toes are pointed towards my shins. So my hamstrings are engaged. And my feet, again, are about 4 or 5 inches apart. I'm going to pick up my right foot, cross it over. And then to keep everything square, which is what I like to do, keep that pelvis square, keep the shoulders square, I'm going to just tuck my left hand underneath my right knee and rotate from my scapula as I come around. And then when I get there, just gently place my hand behind me. I can even bend the elbow, right? Because it's all about the scapula. The scapula is the star of the show. Those shoulder blades, they're the star in this series, correcting shoulder pain. So get into that. Yeah, doesn't it feel good? And you want to lift up, keep yourself nice and square. We're going to come out of this, that's a minute. If not, time it. We can, you're in charge of this because it's in your living room. So, if you need to turn it off and pause it, you can. Come around to the other side. And I know some of you have done these a lot, so you just might want to make a list and then you can do them on your own time. Rotate around into that left, Place that left hand back there. Oh, and just sit up. Keep your pelvis square. Keep your shoulders square. Try not to get into one or the other lifting up. Just pull up out of your pelvis. Flex that leg that's straight on the floor. Flex that ankle. Oh, doesn't this feel good? I love this. All right, and we're going to unwrap from that. I have the last exercise, but there's 3 possibilities to it, okay? The exercise that's probably the most advanced is hero squats, and you want to sit back on your heels, and a lot of people can't do that, okay? Let's just go there. We know everybody can't do this, but I'm going to show it, and then I'll show you some possibilities. So the first one, hero squats, interlace those fingers behind your head, open your elbows up. You want to keep that butt sticking out, right? And you're going to come up 1, and you're not coming up all the way. I know a lot of times in squats you want to open up those flexors. Not today. We want to keep that butt sticking up, those blades. And 2, squeeze from your butt. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull those blades together. 9, 10. This is 3 sets of 15. Let's see if I can make it today. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that makes our 15. All right. What if you can't do that, right? Have a chair. And you have 2 possibilities here. 1, sit on the edge of your chair, and this is probably the least stressful one. Roll that pelvis forward, right? So instead of sitting like this, you want to roll that hip bone forward. Stick your butt up, hang your arms down, pull your shoulder blades together. Really maintain this curve, yeah. Really maintain it. And then just do some scapula contractions. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you could do 3 sets of 15 of those. The next one is sitting. Sit to stand, but we're not going to stand up that high. So again, you could do this. Let me move my chair over. With your arms hanging down and pinching your blades together. You could do it with your hands back here and pinching up. I came up too high. Right to there. Right to there. Keeping this all extended. Or you could just do it with your arms down. Keep very extended, shoulders together, neck long, butt sticking up. Yep. And you do 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 15 of those. So that's it for today, you guys. Have fun time repositioning your shoulders to be free from pain. See you next time.